Hi, everybody, and welcome to our business opportunity webinar. My name is Danielle Melanson, and this beautiful lady here is Michelle Pleiter. Take it away, Michelle.
Hi guys, welcome to our webinar tonight. First off, I want to apologize about the technical difficulties. We did not plan for that, so we are just kind of whipping something together here for you guys to get it out to you, to get this information out to you. So I'm going to start tonight by sharing a little bit about my story and how I got started into coaching. So I was at a point in my life where after years of infertility treatments and going back to work, I had actually found out that my job was in jeopardy of losing. Like I was going to lose my job. My option was to either leave my job or travel 3 hours to and from work for my job. And that wasn't an option to me. So at that point in my life, Chris and I talked, and after adopting our son, we literally decided that I was going to waitress. I was just going to wing it. I decided to waitress for my mom at a restaurant full time. And that wasn't what I envisioned for myself, but that's where I was at in my life. And it allowed me to have a bit more of a flexible schedule, but I was still searching for something else. I was somebody who loved to help other people. And so I saw the lovely Danielle posting. I knew her from before, but I saw her post one night about a business opportunity. And I thought, there's a business behind this thing. And I started to watch her posts a little bit more and literally was just kind of creeping in the background. I was stalking her. And she posted an income post the one day. And I thought, there's no way that she could be making that in a week. And so I inquired about it. And so I sat and I talked to my husband about it. And I was like, I really think I could do this coaching thing. Like I've got it in my heart. I love to help people. I'm drawn to it. There's something drawing me to it. And he was like, well, if you think you can do it, then go for it. But I knew myself, I needed to do a challenge group first. So I got my results first. I thought if I can get some results first, I'm going to go ahead and sign up as a coach. And I did just that. I messaged Danielle. I got a challenge pack. I joined her 21-day challenge. I got some stellar results and boom, I launched my business. And so I shared my transformation. And I wanted to run my first challenge group. I wanted to continue on my journey, and I wanted to invite others along to take the ride with me. I wasn't at my goal weight. I wasn't, not anywhere near it yet, but it wasn't about that for me anymore. I just wanted others to join me on the journey because it worked. I had found something that worked. Now, guys, I had no network marketing experience. I live in a small town, like a hamlet, and my social media was not very large. Like I didn't have a lot of friends on social media, and I did not know how to run a business on social media. So in my heart, though, I knew I wanted to do this. There was something that was drawing me to this business. I just knew it. And so Danielle, I want you to take over now, and I want you to share a little bit about your story before we continue on.
Awesome. I just love that story so much. Thanks for sharing. Michelle. Michelle is obviously like a dynamo on our team, and so grateful to have her as one of my dynamic leaders. She is a rock star. She inspires me and teaches me new things every day. So my name is Danielle Melanson, and I'm a 5-star diamond coach out of Nova Scotia. And so my story starts, I'll give the Cliff Note Reader's Digest version of this. I was overweight for 30 years of my life. I will be 40 in a couple of months. And I was overweight for 30 years of my life, unhealthy, and I mean overweight, like size 23 in the plus size store did not fit. Like there was nothing in the plus size store one time that could fit me. I had to walk out with no pants. I had my pants on, but couldn't buy new pants. Anyways, and so at 230 pounds, I smoked a pack of cigarettes a day. I ate no vegetables. I could barely walk around the block. My husband and I, and my son Zachary, my stepson Zachary was young. So like what kind of example were we showing him? Drinking and smoking and being overweight and not being active and not showing him a healthy lifestyle. So thankfully, we had a health scare very early. We were 30. My husband was 36. And usually it's one of those health scares that people have when they're older and smartens them up. And I'm so grateful that ours came earlier because it made us change that day. So with a young kid, and busy, busy, busy. You guys know what it's like. You're driving to karate, you're driving here, you're driving to volleyball practice, you're going to the theater and dance and piano. There's no time. You can barely get anything together. So there was no time to go drive. I live in the city, so there's no way you could drive half hour to the gym, drive half hour back, spend an hour and a half at the gym. And then what do you do while you're there? So my sisters introduced me to Beachbody workouts, and I started back in 2007. And my husband did not start with me. I'm very glad that he's with me doing it now, and so is Michelle's husband, Chris. But my husband was very skeptical and did not want to work out at home and jump around in his living room. Okay, so a lot of people say, how did you get your husband inspired to do that with you? I said, I knew I was doing it with or without him. And I didn't let his actions or anybody else's actions affect what I did. And I knew I needed to change, and I knew I needed to do this for me. And he knew that it was join me or be left on the sidelines of poor health. And he said, my wife is not going to be more fit than I am. And he joined me, and we've done pretty much every Beachbody workout there has been since 2007. And between the two of us, we've lost 150 pounds together. So we're super proud of that. So when the coaching opportunity came to Canada, I have an entrepreneurial spirit. I was that kid because my parents I came from a super healthy household, and I have a food addiction. I had my whole life. I mean, you don't become 230 pounds by not eating crispy crunch bars. So I would paint rocks, paint pictures, and sell them door to door to get money to go and buy chocolate bars. See, that entrepreneurial spirit got me in a bad situation, is getting me out of a bad situation at the same time. So it was wonderful because I knew I wanted to help people, because Lord knows if I could do it, so could everybody else. Lord knows if I could do it, so could everybody else. And so it's the very first day that the business opportunity opened up in Canada, I signed up. And that was October 1st, 2012. And it changed my life. So my mission was to, of course, and still is every day, as Michelle's is, to help people. Okay. Now what this does is we help hundreds of people a year. Hundreds of people a year. And that is incredible. And so isn't it awesome to be able to have a business that you not only retire and stay home like Michelle did, like I did. I had a salon, busy salon. And after 18 months, I mean, this is my experience, my pace that I worked my business. After 18 months of being a Beachbody coach, I had to let go of my salon that I loved, but I knew my passion was going in another direction, and my challengers needed me and my team needed me. So, and this was a salon that I had people booked some 6-8 months in advance. Okay. So it was a successful business. So it was just a wonderful opportunity that has created amazing things for my family. My son, who is now second year university, wants to go to med school. I'm not worried about how he's going to make it through med school. He doesn't have those strains that I had, and I know Michelle had, as we, went through and got educated and everything else, and the burden that had on ourselves and on our families. He won't have to deal with that. That's a huge part of my why, and a huge part of my passion to not just help people with their health and fitness, but to show them that there's more. To show them that they can have a job that they love. They can work on their own health. They can change other people's lives, and they can be rewarded financially for it in a super outstanding way. Okay. So I want to kind of go a little bit, that's a little bit touch on my story, and talk about a little bit about Beachbody. Okay. So what is Beachbody? You see the infomercials. Okay. There's two parts to Beachbody. So there's Beachbody, where you see advertisements and infomercials and everything. So that's the company, but we are Team Beachbody. And that is the coaching connection network. Okay. Those are the coaches, those are the challenge groups, and that is the business opportunity. Okay. So they're under the same umbrella because they have the same products. Okay, but Beachbody is one part of the business, and Team Beachbody is what we are involved in. Okay. So when you order through Team Beachbody Coaches, you get that personal one-on-one, you get those deals, you get bonus DVDs, you have access to the business opportunity and that connection every day in our online challenge groups. Okay. So it's really awesome. We have this, like, don't get me wrong, I love my celebrity trainers, because my first celebrity trainer that had such an impact on me was Shailene Johnson. I started with Turbo Jam. She's the one who made me realize that fitness could be fun and was fun. And she taught me that I was to work on the inside out, that I could do anything I pushed my mind to. And it might have seemed trivial to push that one more rep, but it wasn't about that one more kick or punch. It was about knowing I could make it through whatever the day was was going to hand me. And as much as I love the celebrity trainers, because and I know Michelle does too, I mean, they've changed our lives. We feel like we know these people. Carl Deichler is our CEO, and I tell people all the time, if I had a choice between sitting with a celebrity trainer and sitting with our CEO, I would pick Carl Deichler, our CEO, every time. This man is dripping with integrity. Plus, he's married to a Canadian. So, I mean, the guy has good taste, right? So anyways, he's created the infomercials, and his mission is to help people lead healthy and fulfilling lives. Okay. And some of them were the infomercials at first, like the Red Babs, P90X. You've seen all those in the past. And there was always a message thread with people who were using these programs. This is how it all started. And at the point they thought they could create a peer-to-peer support system that could help people get results. Because you think of it, you use a new tea or something in your kitchen or something for your kids or a new eyeliner, and you're like telling everybody you know, you have to try them, da-da-da-da-da. It works great for me. So this was naturally happening with Beachbody products, okay? This is where the network marketing came into play, okay? This has been the mission since the beginning, to help people get results. We help match them up with programs and Shakeology, which is so important to get their maximum results, okay? And because of that, we receive commission for doing that as a reward from the company, okay? Some people associate that with a pyramid, but I'm gonna talk about that. Let's put it all out on the table, okay? A pyramid is illegal. Let me repeat that. A pyramid is illegal. So if you are paying someone and not receiving goods in exchange for your money, that is a pyramid, okay? We are not associated with anything like that. So you're going to hear that from people. If you haven't already, maybe it's crossed your mind. It is not. This is called network marketing, and it's a linear, okay? So for instance, just a quick example, Michelle, I've sponsored Michelle into my organization. Michelle, at any point, can easily surpass me, rank-wise, income-wise, team-building-wise. So that isn't a pyramid. If Michelle can, do you know what I mean? Plus, like I said, they're illegal. So just want to kind of talk about that, because I know that's an issue for a lot of people who are new to network marketing, which is one of the most up-and-coming ways of entrepreneurism that we have going. So
it's a profession.
It is a profession. That's the word.
Professional network marketers, and that's what we are. So
that's the word I was looking for. You go ahead, sweetie.
So there is a team income with all of this, and I'm not going to touch a lot on this right now because that would be training, and I don't want to get into training tonight. So I will say that when you start to help people in this business, you create a business naturally, and doing what I'm doing and what Danielle is doing and duplicating the success that we've had, that's when the income grows. So that's all I'm going to touch on that because I don't want to overwhelm anybody with anything right now. But what is a coach? What is a coach? So I want to clarify something right now. You do not have to be a nutritionist. You do not have to be a personal trainer. You do not have to be at your goal weight. You do not have to have any sort of understanding of, how the body works. Okay. I did not know any of that before I started. I was just somebody that used the programs, had great results, and wanted to shout it from the rooftops. So we are people. We're humans. We're people who drink beer still. We still have wine. We still go on vacation and enjoy our vacation. We still have rest days and enjoy our rest days. But we also choose the path of living healthy and fulfilling lives. And so because we choose that the majority of the time, we share that. It doesn't mean that we're still not human and we go all in balls to the wall and don't enjoy any aspect of our lives. But what we do is we share our lives very socially on social media with everyone else and to people around us. And we have a drive to succeed. We're motivated people and we are driven to lead by example. So we want to have success for ourselves. And more importantly, we want to duplicate that with our challengers and then our coaches as well. But it all starts with you. You have to be the one that has the drive to have success yourself, okay? So if I want to clarify something right now. If you don't have any interest in doing a Beachbody program or changing your lifestyle to help other people, then this is not the opportunity for you. And we're not the type of people to try and convince you of that either. We're just looking for people who have that drive, who have those butterflies in their stomach when they're listening to this call and they're thinking, oh my gosh, I really think I could do this. Those are the people that we're looking for. We're not looking to convince anybody of this or share our victories and be like, oh, you should be doing this too, and get all these people, because we don't want anybody to fail at this business, right, Danielle?
Absolutely.
So a coach is someone who wants to see other people successful. And so you have to be willing to practice what you preach or else you won't be successful. So whatever you're sharing on social media, you have to be willing to put that out there and you have to be practicing that. You can't, put it out there and almost hide behind your social media, if that's kind of a way to put that. So the best coaches that we personally sign up between Danielle and I basically are the ones that snap a picture of their challenge pack. They publicly make a post saying, listen, guys, I'm changing my routine. I'm choosing to take this challenge and I want to go public about it. But I want you to hold me accountable. If you don't see me working out, if you don't see me eating healthy, I want you to call me out on it. I'm going to be sharing with you what I'm doing and the things that I'm eating, but the struggles that I'm having too. I want to be transparent and I want you to hold me accountable. Those are the best coaches, people that just dive in and they say, I'm doing this, and they go for it and they never look back. You have to be transparent. And for that, you'll make an awesome coach. Danielle, you can take it from here.
Absolutely. I love that. And the word I always like to use is vulnerability with that. You have to realize, like, listen, I was that person, guys, who I had 200 people on my Facebook page. It was locked down like Fort Knox. Like Fort Knox. I would like go through and clean house. No, I don't want that person seeing what I'm doing. No, I don't want that person seeing what I'm doing. You know, I used to be that person, okay? And now I'm like, no, I want to share what works for me. And if I don't be vulnerable and share the real, in a positive way, not dirty, but like, raw stuff, then how am I going to stand out more than anybody else who's putting something fluffy on Facebook? Okay. So, that doesn't happen overnight, but you have to realize that that is the focus where you need to have. Okay. So it needs to happen. And a lot of times people in a moment will decide that's it, I'm going to be vulnerable. And that's why they're so quickly successful in this business. And before that, they have, kind of been in their own way. So I love the word vulnerable for that. And it's a strength word. Vulnerable and courage is a strength word. So how do we find people to go into these groups? That's probably what you're asking yourself, right? So we post on social media, as Michelle mentioned, about our upcoming groups. Okay. What happens when you post out like this? People start commenting. People start liking and say that they want more information. And they're intrigued because you have already been sharing what you're doing. So their eyes are on you. Okay, so when you put a post out saying that you're starting a new group, they certainly are intrigued, okay? Then you send out a message and say, hey, Val, how you doing? Hey, Joe, how you doing? I see that you're liking my morning workout pictures. Would you be interested in joining me in my new year accountability group? Can I give you some more details? Okay, I know my husband in particular, he's also a coach. We're very blessed that he's at home too, working the business. I can see him right now in the window there. And, he said to me too, once he got back into it, well, what do I say? I want to help these people. And it really makes him feel so good when he can help somebody make a change. It's like, what do I say to them? And I always say to him, say hi. How you doing? How is your day? It doesn't have to be complicated. Just be yourself, okay? So maybe you have some great friends or family, and you can go ask them if they want to do this amazing program with you. And that's where a lot of people start, okay? And put them in a group. And that would be a good setup for you to help them and help you stay accountable, okay? And this is the one thing that we really, really, really want to emphasize, is that we're not selling here. We're sharing. Okay? We're not posting pictures and ads or links. We're not showing, every day, 5 times a day, a picture of our Shakeology bag or a picture of Shanti's abs. We're sharing us. We're not here to promote Beachbody. Yes, Shakeology. Yes, the programs. Yes, the nutrition plan is second to none. And yes, you need all three things to get the best results and the best, experience.
Like the secret sauce.
It's totally the secret sauce. That's an awesome word. And that's the thing, is that we are sharing us. Okay. Anybody can go on an infomercial. Okay. But they don't connect with the infomercial. They connect with you. You're their coach. You're the person who they see themselves in. And you're the person who's going to help motivate them every day. Mm-hmm. Remember, we're sharing, not selling.
Yes.
Go ahead, Michelle.
Our focus all along has been providing the best support to people so that they get the results. And when we did that, that's when the income started to come for both of us. Mm-hmm. But it's when we started to focus on others and helping them and asking them to join us in our journey, that's when the income came. It's not a get rich quick thing. If anybody tells you that, run the opposite way, because it's probably one of those pyramid things. But when you really pour yourself into other people, it's going to come back tenfold. And so I knew that, for me personally, I knew that if I got people into a challenge group, I would receive 25% commission from them ordering a challenge pack. And then the next month, when they ordered their Shakeology, I would then get commission from that as well. But I was also finding 3 to 5 people more to join that group as well. So my income started to grow. And as that began to grow, I started to have a team that grew. And there were certain things that started to happen. Again, I'm not getting into too much about it because I don't want it to be a training, but you start to receive bonuses. And then there's quarterly bonuses. And then there's Star Diamond bonuses. And yes, this happens from you going out and just helping people. But it's not the get rich quick opportunity, okay? It does take hard work, and it does take you being an example. You absolutely have to be an example, but all this can happen from a simple investment of $40. You cannot open a business for $40 anywhere else and it turn into what it's turned into for myself or for Danielle. But for the cost of either the startup fee or for your challenge pack, the $164 if you live in Canada, $140 if you live in the US, but you also get 25% off going forward off of any of your purchases, and including your Shakeology, right? So if anything else, signing up as a discount coach to save the 25% off of your Shakeology is an option as well.
Absolutely. And the great thing, and you'll see a lot of people in the eyes of our company, we're all the same. We're all coaches. So a discount coach or a preferred customer is a title that we put on people who are looking for a discount on the product and to stay accountable, connected with the team and connected with our groups. Then there's a hobby coach who does it part-time and earns part-time income. And then there's business builders who are like Michelle and I who do this full-time. But in the eyes of the company, we are all the same. For example, the reason we have preferred customers and discount coaches is because there are 0 sales requirements. Okay, I'm going to say that again because this was the part that got me too. I kept on saying, when's the shoe going to drop? Okay, what's the catch? No catch. There are 0 sales requirements. Okay, so there's also other incentives. You see us traveling and going on trips. You just saw Michelle and I. That wasn't a Beachbody trip, but it was a trip we were able to take because of our income
Mhm.
I had a bonus that paid for my hotel, and I put towards my hotel, and my more than covered my hotel and my flight. Okay, we went to a network marketing trip down in Vegas. Okay, so not only are the incentives and traveling that we do, but I got to go with my girl. Right? So, I mean, we have connections. We're a team. We're like sisters. Do you know what I mean? We have such a great team dynamic that these are some of the most amazing people I've ever had in my life. I'm so blessed. You know, we're all like family, and we get to experience these things together. So, I've been to Vegas a few times with Coach Summit, Nashville twice. Next year, we're going to New Orleans for Coach Summit. We're going to Punta Cana this year as a reward trip. I've been on 2 cruises. I've been to Walt Disney World, as well as Mexico. Okay, in my 4 years. There's leadership retreats down in California. I've been to one of them before. I'm also invited to another one in January that, I just don't think I can make it. And I'm so proud to say that I, got the invite. I got the hotel paid for and covered and everything. And, I'm going to go to another Beachbody event a couple of weeks beforehand where I can be with my team. And that was my choice. So it's amazing the opportunities for travel that we get to have as being a Beachbody coach. Okay, so if you like to travel, because that was definitely what drew me into this business, is I saw some really awesome trips, including my sponsor who was top 10 2 years in a row. And so she went on some pretty awesome trips to Europe for the top 10 elite trips. So that's something that really appealed to me. So if you earn a certain goal in the first 3 months of your business, you can even earn, new coaches in the first 3 months of your business. We call it success starters. You can even earn your ticket to our Coach Summit in New Orleans this summer. Yeah, I know. It only takes helping 3 to 5 people a month, which you're probably going to do anyways, right?
Yeah.
So take it away there, Michelle.
All right. So guys, I'm literally just a mom from a small town that just decided to go for it. I'm no different than you. I'm no different than Danielle. I'm just somebody that saw an opportunity and I was like, I really think I could do this. And I know from Danielle and getting to know her that it was the same thing for her. We both started our own teams and decided that we were just going to do it. I had no one in my team page when I started it, but I was like, all right, so she's saying this is what I've got to do, so I'm just going to do it. So I started my team page and I dreamed it. I believed it, and it started to happen. So hers is Team Inspire, and I'm a part of Team Inspire as well, and mine is Dream Dynasty, but we both work very closely together. So we're both in the top 1% of the company, which is incredible, amazing, but we're a family, and we're motivated. Some of us aren't moms. Some of us are. Some of us work full time. Some of us have no desire to retire our jobs and stay at home. Some of us are students, and some of us use this as a full-time income. Some of us use this just to create an extra income to be able to take family vacations and so on. There's no demographic that defines whether you will be successful in this business, and that's very important to know. So if you tell yourself you're going to be successful, you will be. You just have to decide. It's belief. It literally starts here and here with this, and I guarantee you that if you just decide to do it and be the change and be the example, you're going to be successful. So how do we sign up? Where do we go from here? So we do this by signing you up as a coach, okay? What happens is we welcome you to the team. You're going to receive a welcome email from either myself or from Danielle, whoever is your sponsoring coach that brought you to this training, and you're going to have access to all of our training. You're going to have access to our weekly team calls. There's one that Danielle does that we're all invited to, and there's one that I do as well, and of course, everybody's invited to it as well. So we provide you with training during those weekly calls, but it's also an opportunity for you to ask any questions you might have and kind of look and see what everybody else is doing and kind of just connect with people. So we do coach training, and we will teach you how to launch your business and your power hours. So that's another thing that's very important is if you are busy and you're working full time, you can build this business in an hour a day. I know for myself, actually I know for Danielle too, we were both working full time. I was waitressing at the time, and I had an 8-month-old at the time, but I literally decided that I was going to make some sacrifices. I cut out TV at night. I stopped watching TV because I wanted my challenge groups became more important. And Jax's nap times on my day off, those were my planning times. And that's what I did. I would fit in my 30-minute workout wherever I could in the day. But that's what we'll do, is we'll help you figure that out for you. So you're going to have our guides, you're going to have our scripts, manuals, all that jazz, and you're going to run your first group with us. So most importantly, know that as well. We don't just throw you into this. You're literally going to be supported and running your first group. You could be like myself and Danielle and decide, you know what, I'm going to run my first group by myself. I did that. I jumped in and I just said, you know what, Michelle, you're going to grow wings on the way down. And so you can be a discount coach, a hobby coach, a full-time coach, business owner. It's completely up to you, but we're here to support you no matter what.
Absolutely. And I just love that. Like, we can't really stress team enough to let you guys know that we are here. Okay. And like I always say to my coaches, you know, the more I hear feedback from you and get, you know, questions about things that you're doing when I know that you're moving forward and running groups and stuff, the happier I am, because I know that you're helping people and you're doing things to help yourself and your business. So it makes me a happy mama bear, I always say. So listen, how do we do this? How do you become successful? Boom, boom, the question, how do we do this? How do you become successful? So I began by setting goals. You have to set goals. I wanted to be in the best shape of my life. I wanted to pay off debt. I wanted to actually fill the tank. I wanted to fill the tank with gas. I wanted to put more than $10 of gas in at a time. I wanted to be able to take my son, who's a real foodie and loves like really nice restaurants, out for supper and not have to kick him underneath the table if he ordered something that was too expensive. I always tell the story of Zachary when he was 8 years old, and we went to a restaurant and he said, the waitress said to him, "And what will you have?" And he was like, "I think I'll have the surf and turf." And it was like $39.95 or something. And I think that was what our meal cost, all three of us together. And I said to her, "He'll have the child size fish and chips," because it was like $5.99, right? So I want to be able for him to order that surf and turf and be like, no problem. And that's something I wanted as my why. Okay. Of course, I had to replace my income as a full-time salon owner. And slowly but surely, I began to check things off this list of goals that I made. Okay, and even if you don't have a real list, which you should, because we always do vision boards here, okay, it's really important to have that, like Michelle said, in your heart and in your head. You need to be able to close your eyes and feel yourself on that vacation. You need to be able to close your eyes and feel yourself getting a phone call and being able to hop in the car and volunteer at your kid's school because someone didn't show up, because you have the flexibility in your day to work around that, where somebody else is stuck in a cubicle with absolutely no flexibility in like times like that. If there's a snowstorm, it's not a big deal. You're home. Come on home, kids. Do you know what I mean? Let's, come on home. Let's make some Shakeology cookies, right? So it's things like that. You need to visualize and set those goals for yourself. I know that as you're watching this, there's something popping into your head that you're feeling and you're seeing, and that's what you need to focus on, okay? Every day I would learn through trial and error. I'd offer people support. I maintained myself to always be coachable, okay? I had to learn. Okay. And that's the thing. Always being coachable and being okay with not knowing everything. Like Michelle mentioned to you, and I mentioned, we had knew nothing about I knew nothing about social media. I could barely send an email. I did not have a laptop. I did not have a smartphone. I couldn't even text off of the phone that I had. And it's because it didn't have Wi-Fi or anything, didn't have data. And I was working 12 hours a day. Zach was 2002, so he was about 9 years old at the time when we started. And I was working 12 hours a day, 6 days a week on my feet. And like Michelle, I found pockets. While my client was underneath the dryer, I did 10 minutes. No Netflix at night. Well, I still do my 30 minutes or whatever, but not sitting down for 4 hours. I used to watch 8 hours of football on Sunday. 2 hours is cool. And then, do a little work or, do it at the same time. Finding pockets of time in your day. So it makes it totally doable. Okay. But you have to decide that you're going to do it, because Michelle and I can't do it for you. And your spouse can't do it for you, and your kids can't do it for you, and your neighbor can't do it for you. You have to do it for you, and in spite of anything else that might come at you. Like she said, this is hard work, but it's rewarding work, and you're going to love it. But you have to be ready for it and willing to go after it, okay? So whether you are earning $100 a week or $1,000 a week, or you becoming the top coach, you can't say that that's not for you or couldn't be you or wouldn't it be nice. I hate that word, wouldn't it be nice. The wouldn't it be nice people earned it. But that's the thing. You need to know that we're here to help you reach that huge goal, that whatever it is, as long as it's your goal, it's a huge goal. And we're here to help you achieve that goal through hard work. Okay? Like I said, maybe it's covering your Shakeology cost. Maybe it's paying your mortgage, maybe it's buying a new house. Whatever it is, it's your decision.
Yeah. So now we get to talk about the fun stuff. All right. So signing up. So to sign up as a coach, basically all you have to do is talk to either myself or Danielle, and you'll sign up. You'll be enrolled into our new coach training, and you're going to be added to our next challenge group. You're going to get a transformation and see how it works from there, see how the program works itself, okay? And so we're going to support you through that. If you already have a transformation, amazing. We're still going to add you to our next challenge group, because you're going to find 3 people to bring in with you, right? Whether they're friends, family, whether it's from when you launch your business, but you're going to receive a fitness program. When you sign up, you're going to receive a fitness program and your Shakeology. Mm-hmm. You're going to have your $40 coaching fee, but if you sign up with the fitness program and the Shakeology, which is considered a challenge pack, it's the best bang for your buck, your coaching fee is waived. If you're in the military, your coaching fee is waived also, and we don't have any annual fees. We do have a monthly fee that looks after all of the shipping and the warehousing and our websites and all that fun stuff, and for $20 a month, I would gladly pay that so that they can look after all that. $16.95 if you're in the States, but all of that's waived if you're in the military. Other than that, no annual fees, no minimum sales, no requirements. And that's why it's a great tool just to be a discount coach to receive your 25% off your Shakeology. But you're going to have to sign up sooner than later, because we need to get you into our group in time. So we have the New Year, New You groups starting up for January. Prep Week kicks off January 2nd. We want to make sure that you get your package in time. We want to make sure that you get your spot and get you added to our new coach training as well, because as much as we would love to mentor everybody, we can't mentor everybody in a month, right? It literally would be too time consuming. So we like to limit our spots and, kind of keep it our time focused. So again, there's no minimum monthly sales. You can do as little as you would like with this business. It's literally an opportunity that we're kind of handing to you on a platter. You can do with it whichever you like. We know what we did with it, but it's completely up to you. So in the next 24 hours, go ahead and contact one of us and share what you liked about this presentation. Ask us questions. Express, even if you prefer to start as just a challenger. We're open to all options, but we're going to be closing registration by, I think we decided this Friday, right, Danielle?
Friday, and we're gonna yes, with anybody who signs up before Friday, there'll be a special bonus coach sign up gift.
Yeah, we're going to give you like a little team gift. So we like to do that with our new coaches just because we are gift givers and lovers. And so I love to do that for anybody that signs up and comes on board. So, but we want to make sure it's done in adequate timing. So if you're interested and this spoke to you, take the rest of the day to think about this. Take the rest of the night, take tomorrow to think about this and make your decision, okay? So if you have those butterflies in your stomach, if you have something kind of pulling you towards this, why not you? Why can't it be you? Okay, so we're going to leave you with that. I want to thank you personally. I'm sure Danielle wants to thank you personally for joining us tonight. And we'll stay tuned for those messages to come through and those conversations about whether you're going to join our teams.
It's going to be an awesome new year, guys, and we would just love to have the people who we've are watching this and we've reached out to. It's because you have that energy that we want and that we're looking for on our team. Okay. And so we would be honored to have you a part of this. It's going to be an epic 2017. So we want to kick it off strong with all of you guys. So have an awesome end to your night and beginning of the morning. We're going to chat with you all soon. Thank you so much, Michelle.
Thank you.
Bye, guys.